Good morning, cruisers. It is day one, well, technically day two. It's the first sea day, and we actually have 2 sea days in a row. We were supposed to have gone to Cabo after the first sea day, but they've rearranged our itinerary, put Cabo at the end. So now it's 2 sea days, and then I believe it's Puerto Vallarta, and then Mazatlan, and then Cabo San Lucas, and then another sea day. So that's the way this is shaping up. Today is Hiding Ducks Day, so I'm going to do that. I'll show you guys where I put them. And then I'm also going to do a sea day brunch to start out. It's actually pretty early in the morning. Well, for a vacation, it's not all that early in the morning for, like a work day. It is, I think it's like 8 o'clock. Let's see what it is. 8:30. So sea day brunch starts at 8:30 today, and so I'm going to go and head down and have that, and then go hide some ducks. And I slept pretty well. The bed is small. It is a single, and it does remind me that I don't normally sleep in a single bed. I don't sleep in a queen, but I don't sleep in a single either. So rolling over and not falling off the bed was a bit of an adventure several times, and so that woke me up several times. But yeah, I didn't fall out of bed, so that's a start. And the bed's pretty comfortable. I still love the cabin. The cabin's working out really well. I had my massage. That was lovely. And I think that's definitely a good start of cruise ritual for me. I'm going to have to do that every time. Let's see what else is on deck for today. I have a reservation tonight. I'm eating at Jiji's Asian Kitchen, so I'm looking forward to that. I might make an Asian day of it and have sushi for lunch. We'll see what I feel like when it's closer to the time. Okay, the ducks are ready to be assembled at their muster station. And once assembled, the ducks are ready to be hidden. And so I'm going out now. Okay, so Sue signing off. Sea day brunch was eggs Benedict and some coffee. Lots of coffee. Okay, first duck getting hidden now. I actually saw a duck that somebody else hid, so I'm not the only one hiding them on this trip this time, so that's awesome. I did not move it, but I did take a picture of it. So the first one, I'm out on deck, and there's a lovely seating area, and he's going down by the sides here, where hopefully someone will find him. Had to wait for people to go by. We can't have someone observing this. Okay, first one hidden. 9 to go. Okay, we're going for number 2. I just ran across some duck hunters that had cleared the area, so I figure it's fair to repopulate. Here goes. Number 2. Okay, we're going for duck number 3, and it's going, I think, down in this corner. It's a Minecraft duck. Okay, we're going for number 4, and I'm going to tuck it away. Hopefully there's not going to be anyone around looking. We'll see. It's not easy to hide these things. This little guy is going in here. So hopefully that works. So I just stepped out on the promenade deck, and I wasn't there more than a few steps when I ran across an officer who told me that that deck was for crew only, even though there's no signs on any of the doors to indicate you're not supposed to be out there, which is what I would expect if they only want crew out there. And I'll show you a picture of the door. There's nothing indicating it, so, and none of the others do either, so I'm kind of confused about that. Okay, several more ducks are being hidden. Some in the library, some in lounges. This one was a little harder. It was in the lounge, and I sort of had to tuck him away underneath a chair here. But But eventually they were hidden, each in their own places. Like this one, hiding in a corner. Just one more duck to hide and I'm done. Here he is. Last duck hidden. These are the other two ducks that I saw when I was hiding mine, and both have been claimed. Another tip I have is to store your mask looped over the door so you're less likely to forget it as you walk out, and you won't mislay it someplace in the cabin, which is what I've done several times. So this is my bright idea. I'm going to put it over the door handle when I come in and see if that makes sure that I bring it, because I've walked out of the cabin several times now and not had my mask and had to turn around and come back. Luckily I've remembered before I got to the elevators, but it's something that the crew looks at you funny, but they don't mention it, and it's not until it dawns on me why they're looking at me that way. Of course, they may look at me funny anyway, but that's beside the point. I did wind up going to sushi at Bonsai, and this is the order form here. Miso soup comes with every entree, and I got a bento box with several rolls. Here is today's towel animal. He's very cute. And yesterday's is still over there. And he was closer to the edge, but the room steward has moved him back for me, and I suspect that's where all my towel animals are going to accumulate. As I said, it's a very deep ledge, and so it can store lots of good stuff. This is the desk and the mirror and such with all my crap on it. Excuse me. And then if you open this, you get the little mini fridge. I've got my water in there because why not have cold water? And it's just very handy. It does come empty, which was lovely, so you don't have to worry about, you know, anything you touch on there might have to be charged to your room. Okay, so one thing I missed on the cabin tour was actually you need to put your card, well, people say you need to put your sale pass card, you know, in here, or C-Pass card, or whatever they call it for Carnival. In actuality, it can be any card. It doesn't even have to be plastic. So this, and the lights are going to go out before long, is Kinder's. It's a sandwich card, so it gets stamped. But yeah, it totally works fine. So it doesn't matter what you put in there. It just has to have something in there. And so if you want to charge your electronics while you're out of the room, you can. Now, there's a chance if your room steward comes by, they're going to unplug them or remove the card. But in the meantime, you will have gotten some juice for your electronics, which is what I'm doing right now, even though I'm in here. I also don't like to take off my pass. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention. So I've spent the day hiding ducks, right? I actually make a shirt about the ducks. Let's see if we can let you see this. Now you can see it. And it's Cruise Quackers, the coolest ducks at sea. And it looks like I've spilled some of my breakfast on my shirt, which is lovely for videos, right? You know, so they actually come without any spillage. So the links are going to be down in the description for this and all of my other shirts as well. I've got several that are cruise themed. So hopefully you'll find something you like. Tonight is formal night, and I'm ready to go and have dinner at Jiji's Asian Kitchen for my formal night. And I will, I guess, talk to you guys back when I finish dinner and return to my cabin, unless I wind up getting into trouble out there somewhere. It could happen. You never know. Solo Sue signing out. This is the Jiji's Asian Kitchen menu, and you can see there's a wealth of information and choices for you to make. And once you make your selections, you mark them on the order form, which is at the end here. My pen was not working very well, and so it's very hard to see what I chose, so I have actually overlaid some little asterisks to make it a little clearer for you when you look at the order form here. The first dish was the complimentary appetizer, the potato croquette, followed by my drink, which was a Bali Sunset. That was a first for me. And then the pork belly, I forgot to take a picture before I ate the first one. And the stock pork was next, followed by the Hakka noodles. This was actually my favorite of all of them. And then we had the dessert, which was the crepes. I've just gotten back from my dinner at Jiji's Asian Kitchen. I gotta say, it wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be based on the reviews that I've seen from previous bloggers. I don't know if they're having an off night, just being back, or what. So I had, let's see, I had the pork belly as my appetizer, and it was tasty, but it was pretty tough. I had to really kind of fight to get to eat it and cut it up and stuff. So that was kind of surprising. Let's see, what did I have next? There was there was the potato croquette that was chef's compliments. That was tasty. I enjoyed that. I had the let's see, what was it? It was the noodles, Hakka noodles, and then I had the I think it was stewed pork as well. Those were both tasty, and the noodles were very good. There was something a little bitter about the stewed pork. I'm not sure what it was, or was it beef? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. So yeah, the meat courses weren't as good as I would have hoped. The noodles were very good, though. I enjoyed them. That was probably the only thing I actually finished. And then the desserts, there was a little sorbet ice cream, and then there was crepes. Those were good. But by then I was somewhat full. So that's certainly no fault of theirs. And then they had I gather they make their own fortune cookies, which you don't see. I don't know. It felt fresh. It didn't feel, it wasn't as crispy as the ones you normally see in, store-bought, where they get them in restaurants. It seemed like it was more fresh. I could be wrong, but it's a nice idea that if they are making it themselves, that would be pretty cool. And my fortune was, the ideas are like children, the best ones are your own, which I thought was rather amusing. So yeah, finished with that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the evening, but I'll figure it out. Just wanted to give an update on the Jiji's Asian Kitchen. And they did mention that the symbol, the kanji symbol, is the symbol for luck, and it's pronounced Ji, and so Jiji is luck. So hopefully it's very lucky. But yeah, would I go there again? Probably not. The cover charge was $15, so it's not exactly a lot of money. Was it worth what I paid for it? Certainly. Oh, and I had I was going to have their signature Jiji martini, but for some reason the bar said they weren't serving them. No idea why. Did they run out of green tea? They certainly haven't run out of the alcohol base. I'm not sure what other ingredients they could have run out of, but it was very strange for the bar to say that they weren't serving them yet. So I asked for the other cocktail, and it looked just like a Bahama Mama that I had the other day, but it was very tasty. And what was it? It was a Bali something. Bali Sunrise, perhaps? It might have been a Bali Sunrise. But yeah, it was tasty, and I'm pretty stuffed. And it was just me eating there, so that was an awful lot of food for one person. And of course I could not do it justice because there was just simply not enough room in my stomach. It simply couldn't fit. And I don't want to make myself sick trying. So yeah, it was a good dinner, and it was a formal night. So it's always fun to walk around the ship and see people dressed up. I did not have them take my picture. It's not something I normally do. Just, I don't know. It all seems so posed. I tend to prefer candid shots. So, just me. Anyway, unless I find something else to get into that I want to talk to you about, I might just go and see one of the shows or something. Okay? So Lo Sue signing off.